Can Africa's rich resources facilitate a shift to green energy? Burkina Faso has taken a bold step with the completion of its hydroelectric power station. This station marks the beginning of a new energy journey for Africa. It promises not only a better economic future, but also an improved quality of life for the locals, as it is safer. However, how smooth will this transition be? And what does this project signify at this moment? Let's find out. The recent completion of the hydroelectric power station marks a significant milestone for Burkina Faso. This mega project, which promises to revolutionize the country's energy sector, has been meticulously executed and is now poised to begin operations. The power plant is expected to provide a reliable and sustainable energy source, contributing to the nation's economic development and improving the quality of life for its citizens. But why this initiative? The idea for the hydroelectric power station was conceived as part of Burkina Faso's broader strategy to diversify its energy sources and reduce reliance on fossil fuels. The project aimed to harness the power of the country's abundant water resources, leveraging them to generate clean and sustainable electricity. Initial feasibility studies were conducted to assess the potential sites, water flow, and environmental impact. The planning phase involved collaboration between local and international experts, government agencies, and private sector partners. Detailed blueprints were created, outlining every aspect of the construction process. Environmental assessments ensured that the project would not adversely affect local ecosystems, and measures were put in place to mitigate any potential risks. Construction of the hydroelectric power station was divided into several key phases, each requiring specialized skills and technologies. The first phase involved the construction of the dam, which required extensive excavation and earth-moving activities. Advanced engineering techniques were employed to ensure the dam's structural integrity, taking into account factors such as water pressure, sediment load, and seismic activity. The second phase focused on building the power station itself. This included installing turbines, generators, and transformers, all of which are crucial components in converting the kinetic energy of flowing water into electrical energy. The installation process required precision and expertise, with teams working around the clock to meet tight deadlines. The third phase involved constructing the infrastructure necessary to support the power station's operation. This included building access roads, water intake and outflow channels, and housing for the operational staff. Additionally, control systems and monitoring equipment were installed to ensure the plant could be operated efficiently and safely. Throughout the project, stakeholder involvement was crucial to its success. Regular meetings were held with government officials, community leaders, and environmental groups to keep them informed of progress and address any concerns. This transparent approach helped build trust and ensure that the project had broad support. International partners played a significant role in providing technical expertise and funding. Development agencies and foreign governments offered grants and low-interest loans, recognizing the project's potential to contribute to regional stability and economic development. Do you know that the United States has only one nickel mine? We import almost all the nickel we use, and that is risky. Earlier, the United States did not know what nickel would mean in the future. That's because no one had the idea of green energy and electric vehicles in which nickel is the main component. After all, nickel is used in batteries, making them more energy dense, giving longer range. The United States chose to outsource nickel production, relying on globalization. But now, the hard reality is, no country can depend entirely on globalization, because countries like China, Russia, and their allies are determined to break the world order, which is mainly driven by the United States, having globalization at its center. Not only that, but demand for nickel has increased to a historic level due to electric vehicles and clean energy. Elon Musk said nickel is his biggest concern in scaling lithium-ion battery production. That's why he asked miners to mine more nickel, without which green energy storage is not possible. However, S&P Global Intelligence says nickel is difficult to find and discover. And as of now, there are not enough nickel mines in the free trade countries of the world, even if we ignore mine scarcity in the United States. So, what does it mean? Well, at any moment, the United States could have a severely reduced nickel supply. The single mine in the US has limited capability and is scheduled to run out of ore soon.
And the project deserves that kind of approach. It's not a go slow thing. America needs nickel. That much is very clear. And, we've got it, but we've got to prove it too. Have a quite high confidence level that is there based on this historic drilling, but we've got to drill it off at 300 meters to be able to say that with geologic confidence and in keeping with the 43-101 regulations.
But what if a nickel mining company can capitalize on this and use it as leverage? Well, Alaska Energy Metals, being traded under the ticker AKEMF, is the leader in this. And what if you would invest in this company? But no, before doing so, you have to know some truths that will make you wonder why you did not come to know about this company before. You should know that there's another nickel company, Cobalt Metals, that has some heavy hitter investors, like Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson, Ray Dalio, Bill Gates, and others. This company uses the most cutting-edge AI to find nickel. And guess what? Their algorithm identified the Nikolai project area as being prospective for nickel mineralization, exactly where Alaska Energy Metals property is. So, Cobalt picked up a massive piece of land, right next to Alaska Energy Metals' Nikolai project. Alaska Energy Metals has an extensive data set which partly covered Cobalt's claims. Guess who bought the data? Yeah, Cobalt bought data from Alaska Energy Metals. Listen to what the CEO of the project said.
This is the project that brought me to Alaska in 1995. My first career as a young geologist was with Inco, and they had moved me all around North America, and I learned a lot, but they moved me here to be exploration manager and to focus on this project, which the global targeting team had identified as having similar geologic and geochemical characteristics to the Norilsk area of Russia, which of course is probably the largest accumulation of nickel sulfide deposits on Earth.
Now, you might think that this will make Alaska Energy Metals shares expensive and unreachable for ordinary investors. Well, luckily, that's not the case. The price the CEO negotiated for this property is literally the deal of the century. The previous owner of the property, which is now controlled by Alaska Energy Metals, spent $30 million on drilling and other exploration efforts to define the nickel in the ground. But the CEO of Alaska Energy Metals, Gregory Beischer, bought the data and the land package for only $1.8 million. That's 95% off. Listen to what the CEO said.
I saw the claims come open in around 2018, didn't move immediately on it, but after a while, I saw that these lower grade disseminated sulfide deposits really might be the next generation of nickel deposits that our industry has to mine to meet what appears to be a surging demand. So we jumped on it. And so it was kind of full circle for me. The project that brought me to Alaska, I'm on it again. And the intervening 25 years, I've explored all over this great state.
As of now, the market cap of the company is only $14 million, which is so undervalued. Similar companies that are a little more advanced have a market cap between $100 to $180 million. Just for comparison, Alaska Energy Metals owns a nickel resource containing 8 billion pounds of nickel, and its market cap is $14 million. However, Canada Nickel owns a resource of 13 billion pounds of nickel and has a market cap of $180 million. So, yeah, there is that. This means that no matter what, the market cap will reach its normal level. We can see the potential for Alaska Energy Metals market cap to rise up closer to its direct peers, rising from $20 million to $100 million and beyond. And those who would have invested in the company at these low share price levels could see their stock prices swell as the company advances the project with it. And guess what? The company is actively working on defining the resource, which means that the biggest single catalyst for shareholder value creation is imminent. Listen to what the company's CEO said.
Well, our main focus is the Nikolai project in central Alaska, where from historical drilling, it looks like there should be a very large deposit of nickel with accessory cobalt, copper, chrome, and platinum group elements. And I've known about the project a long time, and I've decided that our company will focus on this project, and we're drilling off. We've done the drilling this summer and should be in a position to announce our first resource quite soon. And I think it's going to open some eyes. People are going to realize this could be a really large accumulation of nickel metal.
That's why we believe that Lior's investment partnership is going to be taking a position in the company. And guess what? Before Lior buys shares and skyrockets prices, you have the chance to buy at the cheapest possible price of 0.10 in the US, 14 cents on the Canadian market. But we personally don't trust any project without seeing its team and leadership. And surprisingly, the team behind Alaska Energy Metals is robust, with Gregory Beischer as its CEO, president, and director. Earlier, he founded Millrock Resources, leading a team that built a successful project generator company, attracting over $50 million in capital. And just recently, Mario Vetro joined the board of directors. He earlier co-founded K92 Mining, which employs 1,600 people in Papua New Guinea, where the company produces high-grade, low-cost gold and trades at nearly a $2 billion market cap. He brought with him Ian Stalker, who was CEO of K92 Mining, to the team. So yeah, the team is an expert in what they are doing, and they have a track record of scaling companies like Alaska Energy Metals. Private sector investors also saw the project's value, providing additional capital and expertise. Many say Africa lacks technological capabilities. So, will this project be up to the mark? Here's a reminder to please like and share the video, and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Black culture, history, civilization, and identity. Let's continue now. The inspection phase of the hydroelectric power station was a critical step in ensuring the project's safety and effectiveness. A team of independent experts was brought in to conduct a thorough evaluation of the power station's components and systems. This inspection covered several key areas. Engineers conducted detailed assessments of the dam and power station structures, checking for any signs of weakness or potential failure points. Advanced imaging and testing techniques, such as ultrasonic testing and ground-penetrating radar, were used to examine the integrity of concrete and steel components. The turbines, generators, and transformers underwent rigorous testing to ensure they were operating within specified parameters. This involved running the systems under various load conditions and monitoring performance metrics such as efficiency, temperature, and vibration levels. The plant's control systems were tested to ensure they could effectively manage the power generation process. Safety systems, including emergency shutdown procedures and flood control mechanisms, were also tested to verify their reliability. Environmental scientists conducted studies to assess the impact of the power station on local ecosystems. This included monitoring water quality, fish populations, and downstream effects. Mitigation measures, such as fish ladders and sediment control systems, were evaluated for their effectiveness. The final inspection, conducted last Friday, was a comprehensive evaluation of the power station's readiness to begin operations. The inspection team included representatives from government agencies, independent engineering firms, and international partners. Over several days, they conducted a detailed review of all systems and components. The inspection process involved multiple stages, starting with a walkthrough of the facility. Inspectors reviewed the operational procedures, safety protocols, and maintenance schedules. They also conducted live tests, running the turbines and generators under various conditions to simulate real-world scenarios. Data collected from these tests were analyzed to ensure the systems were performing as expected. Upon completion of the inspection, the team concluded that the Samini Hydroelectric Power Station met all regulatory and safety standards. They authorized the plant to begin operations, marking the end of the construction phase and the start of a new era in Burkina Faso's energy sector. Now let's talk about the technical specifications and investments. The hydroelectric power station has been designed to leverage the natural flow of the Samini River, utilizing advanced technology to generate electricity efficiently and sustainably. The power station has an annual capacity of 18 gigawatts. This capacity is a critical factor in meeting the energy demands of Burkina Faso and supporting the country's growing infrastructure needs. The plant operates with a high capacity factor, ensuring that it can deliver consistent power output throughout the year, irrespective of seasonal variations in water flow. The facility is equipped with state-of-the-art Kaplan turbines, known for their efficiency in converting hydraulic energy into mechanical energy. These turbines are specifically designed to handle varying water flows, making them ideal for the Samini River's conditions. The generators coupled with these turbines are capable of producing high-voltage electricity, which is then stepped up by transformers for transmission over long distances. High-efficiency transformers are installed to step up the voltage from the generators to the transmission level. This step is crucial for reducing energy losses during transmission. Advanced switchgear systems are used to control the flow of electricity, ensuring the safety and reliability of the power distribution network. These systems include circuit breakers, disconnectors, and protection relays that help manage faults and maintain uninterrupted power supply. The power station features a centralized control room equipped with modern SCADA supervisory control and data acquisition systems. These systems allow operators to monitor and control the entire plant remotely, ensuring optimal performance and quick response to any issues. Automated control systems are also integrated to adjust the operation of turbines and generators based on real-time data, maximizing efficiency and minimizing manual intervention. The dam associated with the power station has a height of 85 meters and a crest length of 1.5 kilometers. Its design includes multiple spillways to manage excess water flow and prevent flooding. The reservoir created by the dam has a retention capacity of 1,050,000,000 cubic meters of water, which serves as a buffer to ensure a steady supply of water to the turbines even during dry seasons. And what about the investment details? The financial investment in the hydroelectric power station is as impressive as its technical specifications. The project required careful financial planning and collaboration between various stakeholders to secure the necessary funds. The total cost of the project is $7,425 million. This substantial investment reflects the project's scale and the advanced technology used in its construction. The funding for the project came from a mix of sources, including government grants, international loans, and private investments. The Burkina Faso government played a crucial role by providing initial funding and securing additional financial support from international development agencies. These agencies recognize the project's potential to promote sustainable development and energy security in the region. Private sector investors also contributed significant funds, attracted by the project's long-term profitability and the growing demand for clean energy in West Africa. The project's financial structure involved a combination of debt and equity financing. This approach helped distribute the financial risk and attract diverse investors. Long-term loans were secured at favorable interest rates, thanks to the project's strong financial viability and the involvement of reputable international lenders. Equity investments were made by private companies with expertise in renewable energy projects, ensuring that the project benefited from both financial and technical support. Now the question is, how will this project benefit Burkina Faso? The construction and operation of the hydroelectric power station have significant economic implications for Burkina Faso. The project created thousands of jobs during the construction phase, providing employment opportunities for local communities. The operational phase will continue to generate employment, particularly in the areas of plant maintenance, management, and local supply chains. The reliable supply of electricity from the power station is expected to boost local industries, attract new businesses, and support the overall economic growth of the region. Hydroelectric power is a cost-effective and sustainable energy source. Once the initial construction costs are covered, the operational costs are relatively low, primarily involving maintenance and management. The power station is projected to generate substantial revenue through the sale of electricity, ensuring a strong return on investment for stakeholders. The environmental benefits of the project, such as reducing greenhouse gas emissions and promoting sustainable water management, further enhance its long-term value. The successful completion of the hydroelectric power station sets the stage for future investments in renewable energy infrastructure in Burkina Faso. The project serves as a model for similar initiatives, highlighting the feasibility and benefits of large-scale hydroelectric power generation. Plans are already underway to expand the capacity of the Samini Hydroelectric Power Station. This expansion will involve the installation of additional turbines and generators, further increasing the plant's output. Additional reservoirs and auxiliary dams are being considered to enhance water management and ensure a steady supply of water for power generation, even during periods of drought. The project aligns with regional efforts to develop a more interconnected and resilient power grid in West Africa. By providing a stable and substantial source of electricity, the Samini Hydroelectric Power Station will play a crucial role in regional energy security. Efforts are being made to integrate the power station into regional power networks, allowing Burkina Faso to export surplus electricity to neighboring countries and strengthen regional cooperation. Continuous research and development are essential to maintaining the efficiency and sustainability of the power station. Ongoing R&D efforts will focus on optimizing turbine performance, enhancing control systems, and minimizing environmental impact. The project provides a valuable opportunity for local universities and research institutions to collaborate with international partners, fostering innovation and knowledge transfer in the field of renewable energy. The project includes initiatives to engage local communities and ensure they benefit from the development. This includes community development programs, educational initiatives, and support for local businesses. Access to reliable electricity will improve the quality of life for residents, providing better opportunities for education, healthcare, and economic activities. Environmental sustainability remains a core focus of the project. Ongoing efforts will ensure that the power station operates in harmony with the local ecosystem, protecting biodiversity and promoting sustainable water management practices. Environmental monitoring programs will continue to assess the impact of the project and implement necessary measures to mitigate any negative effects. The final reception is planned for June 28, 2025. This data will represent the ultimate endorsement of the project's success, following a period of rigorous operational testing and fine-tuning. By then, any remaining issues will be addressed, ensuring that the power plant operates at its full potential. Now the question is, what does it mean for Africa to shift from nuclear energy to green energy? Africa, a continent endowed with an abundance of natural resources, stands at a critical juncture as the world shifts towards sustainable energy solutions. The transition from nuclear energy to green energy in Africa is not just an environmental imperative, but a multifaceted strategy that encompasses economic, social, and geopolitical dimensions. This shift holds profound implications for the continent's development trajectory, energy security, and global standing. Africa's rich endowment of resources, including uranium for nuclear energy, remains valuable. However, the global push towards green energy does not render these resources obsolete. Instead, it provides an opportunity for diversified utilization. Uranium and other minerals can still be exploited, albeit in smaller quantities, for various industrial applications and the gradual phasing out of nuclear energy. The focus, however, shifts towards leveraging the continent's vast renewable resources, such as solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal energy. Transitioning to green energy can stimulate economic diversification, reducing over-reliance on a single resource or energy type. By investing in renewable energy infrastructure, Africa can create jobs, spur technological innovation, and develop new industries. For instance, solar panel manufacturing, wind turbine production, and maintenance services for renewable energy installations can become significant employment sectors, contributing to economic resilience and growth. One of the most pressing issues in Africa is energy access. Despite its resources, many African nations face chronic energy shortages and lack reliable access to electricity, particularly in rural areas. Green energy offers a decentralized solution that can address these gaps more effectively than centralized nuclear power plants. Solar and wind energy systems can be deployed in remote areas, providing off-grid communities with clean, reliable electricity and enhancing their quality of life. Green energy also enhances energy security by reducing dependence on imported fuels and the vulnerabilities associated with centralized power generation. Renewable energy sources are abundant and locally available, making countries less susceptible to global energy market fluctuations and geopolitical tensions. This autonomy can lead to more stable and predictable energy pricing, benefiting consumers and industries alike. The environmental and health benefits of shifting from nuclear to green energy are significant. Nuclear energy, while low in carbon emissions, poses risks related to radioactive waste disposal, potential nuclear accidents, and long-term environmental contamination. These risks are particularly concerning in regions with limited regulatory oversight and emergency response capabilities. In contrast, green energy solutions such as solar, wind, and hydropower produce no harmful emissions or hazardous waste. They contribute to cleaner air and water, mitigating the adverse health impacts associated with fossil fuels and nuclear energy. This transition aligns with global climate goals, helping Africa reduce its carbon footprint and combat climate change. As the continent is highly vulnerable to climate impacts, adopting green energy can also bolster its climate resilience. The transition to green energy can have profound social impacts, promoting inclusivity and community development. Renewable energy projects often involve local communities in planning and implementation, fostering a sense of ownership and empowerment. These projects can provide training and education opportunities, building local capacity and technical skills. Moreover, green energy projects can improve public services. For example, solar-powered schools and clinics can operate more effectively, enhancing education and healthcare outcomes. Electrification through renewables can also support small businesses and agricultural activities, driving local economic development and improving livelihoods. For Africa to successfully transition to green energy, robust policy frameworks and significant investment are essential. Governments must create conducive environments for renewable energy development through clear policies, incentives, and regulatory support. This includes establishing feed-in tariffs, tax breaks, and subsidies for renewable energy projects, as well as streamlining permitting processes. Investment in infrastructure is also crucial. This entails building transmission and distribution networks that can accommodate renewable energy sources, investing in research and development, and fostering public-private partnerships. International cooperation and financing will play a vital role, with developed countries and global financial institutions providing support through grants, loans, and technology transfer. Africa's shift to green energy also has geopolitical implications. As the global energy landscape changes, countries that are early adopters of renewable energy can position themselves as leaders in the emerging green economy. Africa has the potential to become a key player in the global renewable energy market, exporting surplus clean energy and renewable technologies. This transition can also redefine Africa's relationships with traditional energy partners. Historically, many African countries have been energy exporters, particularly of oil and gas, to global markets. Moving towards green energy can reduce this dependency, fostering more equitable and sustainable international partnerships. Additionally, it can attract new investment from countries and corporations committed to sustainability, further integrating Africa into the global green economy. Do you think this new project will pave the way to green energy? Should Burkina Faso be credited for taking the first step? Let us know in the comment section. Are we witnessing a translational stage in Africa? Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If so, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We have decided to bring videos on something nobody talks about: the Black culture, civilization, history, and evidence about how glorious Blacks have been. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.